Hey guys, Mr. Oliger here. I am going to help you find your sources for your essay. So, if you've opened it already, you should have a document like this. We should have this posted in Google Classroom for you. It might change a little bit, but this is the basic format for how we're going to find your sources over the next couple days. But here's basically what you have to do. The directions say find three credible and reliable sources that you might be able to use in your essay. Create an MLA citation for each. Also, find three useful quotes from each source and explain what makes that source credible and reliable. So, you guys should have boxes like this that have a spot for each item that you'll need. Your job is to find three sources. By the time we say that you should have them, at the time of this recording, we're going to have those be due either at the end of the day Friday or at the beginning of the hour Friday. At the end of the hour Thursday or the beginning of the hour Friday. We'll let you know. But there are a couple of videos up here that you can watch, a couple of videos about finding credible and reliable sources. I highly suggest that you watch those so you know what's going on. Also, there's this Cite This For Me extension that is really awesome, and I really recommend that you get this. All you do is if you click the link, you can see it, and you can add it to Chrome, which hopefully you're using Chrome, by the way. If you're at home, that might be a little trickier, but this is an easy way to do this for you. I've already got mine added, but all you'd have to do is click Add to Chrome right here, and you'll have it. And it's actually this little blue square right up here. So now that you know that actually makes some things pretty easy for you. But let's continue here. Remember, if you're using the school databases, you don't need to actually use the Cite This For Me. You'll want to just use the citation that it gives you in the article. And a citation is not the same thing as a link, so do not just put a link here for your MLA citation. You should know that from High School 101 already, but make sure you actually put a real MLA citation there. I'm going to kind of model for you what it looks like to find a source and to fill in this chart for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to our library databases, which there is actually a link here for you, library resource databases. But you can also get these if you just go to ep309.org, which I'm going to Google it because that'll be easier. On our school computers, sometimes ep309.org doesn't want to load. So ep309.org. And actually, if you Google it, there's a library right there. You can click library and open it. And we'll wait. And then on the library page, you just go to research databases, which actually that link that's in here takes you right to it. I was just showing how to get to it in case you ever need to get to it another way. Okay, so these are the databases. You have several available to you. The student resources and context is a great place to start. But just use common sense where you're looking through these. Science and context, if your topic has nothing to do with science, then you probably don't need that. Biography, if you're not doing a person as your topic, then you probably don't need that. So just be real careful with how you do that. But let's use an example here. Let's say I open this up. Let's say my topic is one of my personal favorite shows, Battlestar Galactica. If you haven't seen that show, you're missing out. But let's take a look here. Let's see what happens when I type it in. Get some drop downs here. And I'll choose one. Okay, this comes up with all kinds of interesting stuff that I can use. There's a biography of Mary McDonnell, who she must have been an actress or a director or something for the TV show Battlestar Galactica. There's some audio. These look like they're from NPR, so they're probably interviews of people who have acted on the show or written the show or something like that. Some news articles. I think these are from New York Times. New York Times is usually a pretty credible source that you can use. So there's some magazine articles, but these are, since they are available in the database, they are good sources to use. Academic journals, these are amazing. If you can find a good academic journal article, use it because you will. That's the best kind of source you can use, is something that's been peer reviewed. That's what these mean, is that other professionals have looked at this to make sure the person's telling the truth. Critical essays, these are people who are kind of giving their opinion, just like you are on your topic. But let's open this article right here, How Politics Destroyed. So I've got this nice article here, and I'm not going to spend time reading it because I know your time is valuable. But let's say I want to use this article as one of my sources. What I'm going to do is go to the bottom, and at the bottom there is a citation, and I believe this one's actually an MLA. But if you go back up here, there's citation tools. You can click that. Make sure it's MLA. You want the most current edition, so the 8th edition. And all you got to do is just copy your citation and go back over to your research and paste it in. Now, I'm not so sure about the link. I believe that last time I learned about it, you weren't supposed to put the link in. So you may need to delete that link. We'll let you know if we change our minds on that. But otherwise, that looks good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to find a useful quote from my article here. So I am not going to spend time finding an actual useful quote. I will just go through and take this little sentence right here and I'll just copy that. Okay, that looks like something useful I can use in my essay. I'll just copy it over into here. Okay. Now I know the other day we told you guys not to just copy and paste your essay. Today's kind of okay because you're going to be copying actual quotes from the people. For the useful quotes, you may want to think about if you're getting your information from a book, you may want to think about using page numbers, throwing a page number in there so you know where to find it later. So basically, I'm going to do that for 3 quotes. I'm going to find my 3 quotes, and then I need to say what makes this source credible and reliable. So I'm going to use my 1, 2, 3 strategy. Say something like, "This source is credible and reliable because." Okay, there's my restate, and I'm going to answer it. I'm going to think of a couple different answers. Number 1, I found it on a library database. And let's see if we can come up with another reason here. Commentary. I wonder what commentary is. That must be commentary. That looks like a recurring issue of something. So it's from a periodical, which is a big word for like a journal that goes out every once in a while, every month, every couple months, whatever. And it's from a periodical. Okay. So I've got my 2 reasons there. If you're really confused by what I said here, take a look at these videos, the Finding Credible Sources, Finding Reliable Sources, because that'll help you. Okay. So make sure you do your 1, 2, 3 style there. This source is credible and reliable. That's how I restated. And I said it is reliable. So that's my answer. And then I have my reasoning for my because there. Okay, so you're going to do that for 3 different sources. We're giving you 2 days in class, so it should be plenty of time. You can also use the books in the library to find a source. So I just talked to a student today who's doing like Grand Theft Auto is their topic. And so if you're doing something like that, you may need to branch out and find a broader topic in the library to find books on. So I told him maybe find books in the library about violence in video games and then apply that to your essay on Grand Theft Auto. So that is all I have for you. We'll probably change this a little bit and add a little more information up here. But if you have any questions, just send us an email or raise your hand if we're in class. Have a good one.